Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? I actually forgot about that. I also forgot that there was different voices as well for a second there. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure that we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Good job over there, Natsuki! It's a good slide you did there. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it to Natsuki. I shouldn't have done that, the clapping usually blows my audio a bit. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Well, yeah, but Monika just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? Have I got to read, like, one of the characters' books or something as, like, part of their story or some shit? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if we didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only get partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? This is so fucking tough. I know we're gonna have a Yuri section. I'm probably gonna really like Yuri then as well on top of that. Maybe Monika, I don't know if that's a thing or not in this game. But, like, I am so torn right now, because I'm thinking Sayori because she's the childhood friend. It's got that cuter backstory to it and stuff. They've got that bond going on that's kind of become a bit frayed over time, but, you know, maybe they could, you know, fix that and, you know, build bridges again over the literature club, because clearly she cares and she just wanted an excuse to kind of get to know him and chat with him and hang out with him again. But at the same time, Natsuki's adorable. She's a little cutie pie. Well, I think regardless, I'm going to be friends with Natsuki. I'm always going to try and, like, have her back and shit. But Sayori is my girl, so I'm going to show her first. I'm definitely most comfortable showing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. I don't know why we're not just reading them out loud, but whatever. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Shinsuke. I thought it was actually going to be a poem, but oh well. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Saying that I wrote the poem for her, like about her, I just realised that. Fucking it, that made my choice so much easier. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Yeah, neither do I. I just kind of fucking guess. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's probably a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Shinsuke poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. That too. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Shinsuke. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow from my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. Yeah! I want breakfast. I want breakfast with you. Sayori. That was brilliant, by the way. I really enjoyed that. Like, the poem maybe not, but I just love the fact that at the end it was just like, I want breakfast. Just ended all of a sudden with like such a ridiculous note. I like it. She's definitely a girl after my own heart. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Okay, yeah, never mind. She's waifu. Sorry, Natsuki, but she's waifu, definitely. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Shh! Don't judge me. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it then. Who should I show my poem to next? Now, I'll admit this is getting on a little bit long this episode, so I'm gonna try and get through this like as kind of fast as I can, but this is gonna be kind of a lengthy episode. I kind of wanted to do it more lengthy anyway, because this game is kind of, I think it is kind of a long game. Also, why am I getting 4 frames a second right now? I guess it's just because I'm on just a static screen. Let's go Natsuki, because we're kind of friends now, me and Natsuki. She my buddy. She my boo. She my little friend. Not boo. I guess, like, could boo be friends? I don't fucking know. Trouble dad. Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember I always said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Great job. Well done. I hope you're happy. Okay. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're self-important. Pretty sure you've never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss, like she liked my poem. Thought she liked my poem. In any case, she still needs to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Song time, people. Hell yeah. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheaters can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. That's about it. Oh yeah, that's about it. That was nice. I like that. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Yeah, I dig it. It was cute. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because
Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So sophisticated. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yep. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. The animals can do stuff, but that's about it. It's a good message.
Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. That's what that was about! Okay, I didn't get that at all. Yeah, I understand. No, I don't.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Christ, this is gonna take a while. I'm aiming for 1 hour 20 if I can. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
Okay. It's kind of adorable, but okay. It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
I know someone exactly like that. Who just, when they speak, they just kind of go, blah. And they have to, like, stop for a second sometimes. It's kind of adorable. I know I said kind of, it is adorable, but whatever. I say kind of quite a lot.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Oh, so it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really don't take notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And, having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. And, in other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
When Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is now completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing such a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How? I just spoke to her.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny.
Why is this going on for ages? Jesus Christ!
Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. I can't really read that, kinda. Gotta find the right time. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Baby, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back, I flicker back, I flicker back. That was lovely. that.
I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting.
You don't, it's just hard to write because it looks all posh and shit. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Did that actually know how long I read that for? I'm kind of curious, like, if I read that really fast, will she, like, have a different reaction, or is that just a part of the story? I imagine I'm just thinking into it too much, but Well, I just don't really read scripts very often. Actually, your handwriting is pretty.
That's relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short?
I usually write longer poems. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since my first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Shinsuke.
Really? I must have totally missed the point then.
Well, I suppose you did only glance out over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remote place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
And the last one.
Hi, Shinsuke. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions to the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid
to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Shinsuke. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Shinsuke.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
I didn't write that about Natsuki, but okay.
She's a good writer, too.
Although I guess we just have the same writing style in the game, I suppose.
So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kinda like that?
Sort of.
Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems.
They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through.
So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, though.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Yes, please.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
That's just because I have to sound confident.
Fair enough.
That doesn't mean I always have to feel that way, you know?
I see. Let's read it then. Oh, there's more to this one. Okay, I don't need to be ready. Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me, see the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see a real line, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a whole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
And he was looking.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you'd like to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Was that the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently, been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kinda coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome, Monika. Whew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I wasn't trying to say something nice.
You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, as Shinsuke did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless I, of course, come up with something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Shinsuke liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. I'm not standing up because I'll get cut off on that camera.
Oh. Didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Shinsuke appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
Okay, maybe Natsuki's a bit of a dick.
No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
That hurt.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shinsuke started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! I don't like the fighting, you guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me. They just noticed I was standing there.
Shinsuke, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this simply would not have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? It's stupid. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have you figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Shinsuke.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Shinsuke?
Well... I'm Shinsuke. Hi. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course that's gonna be help me, Sayori. I am bowing out of this one. I don't want any part of this.
Natsuki?
Natsuki glares at me, drying up words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri.
Yuri?
But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
Sayori? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this? Shinsuke?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfortunate for others to inject their feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never! It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes it. Stop!
Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were.
I wouldn't know.
Big and beautiful!
Okay, fair enough. Got a point though, everybody's beautiful in their own way. Sayori stands triumphantly. Da-da-da! Super Sayori. Supari. What? That didn't work. Monika stands by me with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing.
So this is why Sayori is vice president.
I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. Oh, that's me. Never mind.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Shinsuke, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, it means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself in newfound determination.
Determination!
Shinsuke, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, but I'm actually going to leave that here because this is getting on really fucking long. It's like an hour and 14 minutes of recording time right now. Maybe a little bit less because I'll skip out some stuff here and there. But I'm really enjoying this so far. This is a really cute kind of visual novel and exactly the kind of thing that I wanted to kind of play recently as well, so I'm kind of happy about that. Now, if you have been enjoying this game, I will leave a playlist up in the outro for all the different visual novels that I played, a playlist of all of them that I've played. I've only played maybe like a handful so far, but I do plan on playing a lot more in the future because I really enjoy playing these for YouTube for some reason. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo!